So here's a funny thing. I'm reading about Ben Jacobs on Chelsea's finances and the fact that Chelsea had been under this impression that we had so many issues with FFP that we were not going to be able to selling all these players this upcoming summer. Lo and behold, Newcastle winning today means that they will not finish below 14th place, which means that Lewis Hall's contract slash clause gets activated. Now, the reason why this is surprising, and again, I'm gonna be looking at my phone here for just a little bit, is the fact that his clause was 28 million, which is a substantial amount. I don't think we would have gotten that anywhere else for a player who really has been struggling, not just at Chelsea, but also at Newcastle. Let's be real here. I understand he was a fan favorite being a younger player, but to get 28 million for a guy that really has not done much is a substantial amount of money for a club like Chelsea. But the really interesting thing when you're reading this article, and I can link this down below, is the fact that Mason Mount, and I did not know this until today, that Mason Mount, his clause slash sale doesn't go into effect until this upcoming year, which means that these two players ready equal to $83 million that Chelsea have already sold without the season even being done or the window even being open. The fact that we only need to sell 17 million to actually reach FFP is quite laughable. How about a month ago, people were talking about how Chelsea are going to be able to struggle, or are going to struggle. We're not going to be able to buy anyone. We're not going to be able to go out and increase this squad and bring in more depth, more players, which is exactly what we need at this club for Pochettino, whoever the manager is, because we all know we've been littered with multiple injuries. We need more players that have experience. We need players that, again, can show up and play each and every weekend in the Premier League and get Chelsea back up to where they should be. But we all know that Chelsea have multiple players that they need to still sell. Yes, 17 million is still quite a bit that we still need to get to, but the fact that Conor Gallagher is a player that could be on the list to leave this season for 40 million, if not even more, 50, that itself goes above and beyond of selling the players, which means we do not have to sell Reece James. There was news about him possibly being sold, which I'd rather us keep this player because if he can stay fit, he's obviously a massive asset to this club, not just as a player, but as a captain, as a player that came through the academy, and just a guy that has done it for Chelsea season in, season out. Yes, I understand injuries do play a massive role in how this player has been able to help us through these last couple of seasons, but he's a guy that should be there. And the same thing is true with Conor Gallagher. Let's not say that he hasn't done the things for Chelsea that Reece James hasn't done, because they both are academy players. They both deserve to play for Chelsea, but there's been rumors more so that Conor Gallagher is going to be the player that's going to be sold. But that being said, Broya could easily be that player being sold out because 17 million for him is, again, that's going to happen. I think he could easily go for 25 million, if not 30. I know that Chelsea want to get more for the player that I just don't see happening, but that is a player himself that could easily get us over the initial limit that we are really worried about, or we were supposed to be worried about. But then there's Lukaku, there's Kepa, there's Ziyech, there's Ian Matson, who more likely than not is also going to be sold. So we're easily probably looking at 150 million that's going to be sold this summer. And it's just comical how people were writing Chelsea, how they're going to have all these issues. But lo and behold, Todd Boehly and this whole development business, clan, ownership, whatever you want to call it, has found another loophole in the finances, which is, again, quite comical because they keep doing this time and time again. I'm sure this will cause issues throughout the league, saying there's no way that Mason Mount's sale should be going towards this upcoming window because it was last season. But that is just how it played out, and very curious to see how this will work out for Chelsea because, again, if we have this extra cash to then splurge on other players, because we are lacking a main striker. Yes, we do have Nkuku. Same thing with him. Injuries have been a huge issue. Nicholas Jackson can also play as number 9, but he has been playing fairly well out on the wing. Yes, we have Modric. Yes, we have Matawaki. We have Cole Palmer. We have all these other wingers, but A true out and out number nine, I think, is going to be a key factor for us for next season. We also probably need to bolster up that midfield. I mean, yes, it does depend if we do sell Conor Gallagher, but again, Enzo and Cancedo, yes, great players, but they need rotation. Yes, there are other players, Lavia, who did not see it all the season, so maybe if we try to get these players back to fully fit, we can evaluate from there. But still, this is going to be a season, this transfer winter coming this summer, where we really need to focus on what we need to bring in to, again, for the manager, whether it is Pochettino or the manager that comes in, to really get these players going in the right direction. But we shouldn't have to worry about FFP, and I know that was a huge topic that was about a month ago, saying that Chelsea weren't going to be able to even reach 100 million. Yet lo and behold, we're already at 83 before this season has ended. So I want to know, though, what do you guys think? Who do you think Chelsea should sell? Do you think it should still be Conor Gallagher? Do you think it should be Reece James, Broja, Ian Madsen? Which player do you think will help Chelsea, again, get the players that we need to bring in this upcoming summer transfer window that can help Chelsea get back into the top four? Comment down below. I'll get to those comments as quickly as I possibly can. That is all I have for you today in this video. If you did enjoy this content, I greatly appreciate it, as I always do. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe down below if you haven't subscribed to this channel, where we talk about Chelsea. Yes, we talk about other things in the Premier League and in the football world, but mostly Chelsea. So again, if you want to learn more information, just subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.